Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of my Fresh Start World series. If you don't already know, Fresh Start World is a new game mode. Basically, you're able to create a brand new RuneScape account, and you can participate in the Fresh New World servers. In these servers, you will be getting 1.5 times XP. Everyone has to start from scratch. And also, you will be getting plenty of different boons and unlocks, which will help you throughout the 4 months of the Fresh Start World. It is a bit of a competition to see who can get 99 in each skill first, and also who can actually be at the top of the leaderboards after the 4 months are completed. My main goal is just to try out this game mode and see how much I enjoy it. I really like the idea of starting RuneScape from scratch, especially with everyone else being on the same level as you. There's going to be a brand new economy, and I just think the game mode is going to be pretty exciting to try out and have fun with. I would like to really try to max my account before the 4 months are up, or at least get most of my skills to 99, so that is going to be my goal. But anyway, let's just jump into this adventure. So I just completed a few tasks in Burthorpe, and I did a bit of AFK mining while I was getting something to eat. We're going to start on the quest grind now. We're going to start with a Druidic Ritual, and this quest is basically going to be a starter for Herblore. It's going to give me my first few Herblore levels, and after this, we're going to go on a bit of a quest grind. That's what I want to do in the early game, complete a lot of quests, get a lot of these progress points, and get a lot of levels off the XP rewards. And there we go, Druidic Ritual completed, so 4 quest points and our first Herblore XP in the Fresh Start Worlds. And we're all the way up to level 3 Herblore. Another quest completed. What's mine is yours, and that's going to give me a smithing and a mining level. All the way up to level 15 mining and 8 smithing. Now let's move on to another quest. So my next plan right now is going to be completing the Knight's Sword. However, I am going to need to make a red berry pie to do this. So I decided actually to train up my crafting a little bit. I'm going to make the pie shell myself, which requires level 7 crafting. So I'm just mining the clay rocks behind the barbarian village, making them into soft clay, and then I'm just using the potter's wheel and the pottery oven here just to train up my crafting a bit so I can make that pie shell. Okay, and here we go. I'm finally making that red berry pie. I actually completed a quest to get some cooking XP, and I got the iron bars for the quest. So we are all ready to start the Knight's Sword. I got 2 red berry pies, only need 1 actually, and 2 iron bars. So we're gonna go complete that and get a ton of smithing XP. And there we go, we have the Knight's Sword completed. 12,000 smithing XP is what you get from this quest. So let's just use this lamp. We're at 10 smithing all the way up to level 30. That's a huge jump right there. I'm probably going to end up doing another quest just because I think they are really good at the start. You do also get some Fresh Start World progress points just from completing the quest itself too. And so I just completed 2 short quests actually. I just got the Restless Ghost done, but I also did the Blood Pack as well. And this quest is actually going to get us a prayer level. So I'm going to bury these ancient bones and collect all of that prayer XP. So we're up to level 12 prayer, 166 total level. And let's just get that prayer lamp as well. It's 13 prayer. So let's move on to another quest. And so there we go. I completed the security stronghold and got the beautiful fancy boots, so we're going to be wearing those from now on. And I got myself 10k, which is what I mainly came down here for. I really just needed some money to buy some water runes so I can go do the waterfall quest. And I just completed the waterfall quest, so 13,000 attack and strength XP. And let's see where we get with that. All the way up to 31 attack and 30 strength. 218 total level. I'm probably going to check and see what my standings are since this is the very first day. So we might actually be up fairly high. Last time I checked, I was in the 3000s. So looking on the leaderboards, you can see we're about 1,600th, around there. And let's try and move up a little bit before I go to bed on the first night. And next we have Violet is Blue completed. This is a really helpful quest because it gives you 3 1000 XP lamps that you can use on any skill. So I'm probably going to be using them on Herblore just because, well, Herblore is a pretty difficult skill to train. So let's do that and get these easy Herblore levels. And it looks like we just got our first unlock. I have 1,500 progress points, so we're going to get the unlimited run energy unlock. There are quite a few other really good unlocks here. We also did unlock some new armor, which we will unlock here shortly. But there's the boon of regeneration, which will be our next unlock there. The boon of artisan is really good. It'll give you a 10% chance at saving an item using various different skills, and 10% chance of creating another item for Herblore and other skills like that. So some of these boons are pretty powerful, and I think they are going to be coming out with more as the weeks go by. So I'm pretty excited about that. And so I just AFK'd a few skills to get a few more levels before going to bed. As you can see, my rank is 530th, so that is a pretty good place to be at the end of the first day. Of course, I am going to fall back a fair bit when I do wake up, and I'll only be able to play in the evening, so it's going to be tough keeping up with a lot of other people, but hopefully I'm able to get some good progress anyway. Alright, so it is day 2. As you can see, I actually have a lot of higher levels than when I last recorded. I did AFK on mobile and also on my laptop a little bit throughout the day. So I mostly AFK'd RuneSpan. It was a really easy thing to do, just clicking on the different things to siphon every 30 seconds or every minute or two. And so I'm level 52 rune crafting, so got a lot of progress there. I'm just training a bit of divination now, just training up a few different skills to try and get my total level up a little bit more. Now, the main thing I want to do tonight is continue on that quest grind. I do think it is really important to complete these quests at the start when the XP multiplier is at its lowest, and also you have low skill levels anyway, so the XP rewards are going to be that much more helpful. And so it looks like I just unlocked another item. I'm going to unlock the boon of healing, so it's an item that I can use every 5 minutes, I believe, to heal myself a little bit. I'm going to save the pulse core unlocks for later when I know better what I'm going to use it on. And so I decided to do a bit more AFKing again at rune crafting, and we're just about to hit our 60th rune crafting level, so that is actually quite high in the leaderboards. So I really am pleased with this. It is going to help a lot, especially when I start getting a bunch of runes from rune crafting, because I think that is going to be really important going forward, since there isn't really too many runes that you can buy on the Grand Exchange right now. And so I just completed another quest, Violet is Blue 2. This gives you 3 4K XP lamps. I'm going to use one on Herblore, one on summoning, and the other I was kind of debating, but I think I'm going to use it on farming just to give me a pretty decent boost in that skill. And so back on the quest grind, Witch's House completed. That's going to give me 4 quest points, which is going to be 100 progress points. Also going to get some pretty decent Constitution XP along with this. And just completed Goblin Diplomacy, 5 more quest points, so 125 more Fresh Start World progress points. And another quest completed, Recruitment Drive. This is going to give me 1000 Agility XP, which is going to be the first Agility XP I am going to gain on my account. I'm also going to get 1k herb lore and prayer XP, which is also fairly helpful. Gertrude's cat completed. And so I just completed buyers and sellers. I mainly did this quest to unlock the Thieving Guild jail doors. It's one of the best methods to train thieving from level 15 all the way to level 62. And so unfortunately it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do this anytime soon. The place is extremely crowded, and as you can see there's just very few fresh start worlds to do it on. So I'm going to have to sort of come up with something else in the meantime. So I've just been spending a bit of time training up my magic and now my defense. I'm just doing some of these trolls in Berthorpe. They also do drop a fair bit of herbs, so I have been collecting that for later when I am eventually going to be training herb lore. The plan is I want that artisan boon before I start training herb lore like that. It will save a lot of herbs and just raw ingredients, which is going to be pretty difficult to get since not many people are going to be selling them. So that's going to be the plan. Basically, I need to try and get to 6,000 progress points so that I can start training a lot of those skills more efficiently. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to train up some of these lower level skills. I did get my dungeoneering to level 14, and I plan on getting it to level 15 just by using a resource dungeon. And just train up a variety of these low-level skills and do some more quests so we can get to those 6,000 progress points. So before I go and do a quest, I am just going to plant this acorn that I got while I was woodcutting, so that was quite lucky. I'm basically going to get myself an oak sapling here, and I'm also going to pay the person to watch it. So that's going to give me a pretty decent amount of XP. Next quest we're going to be doing is Tourist Trap, and that's going to give us a fair bit of agility XP. And so I just completed Tourist Trap, so this is where we are going to get the agility XP. Let's just wait for the thing here. So I could choose fletching, agility, smithing, or thieving, but I'm thinking agility is probably the best choice, and I'll do that for both of the options. So we're up to 27 agility. That's pretty decent. 2 quest points as well. So that was a really well worth it to complete that quest. And so now, since I feel like training combat a little bit, I think I might actually get a Slayer task and train that as well. So let's see, we got 51 hill giants, so we can definitely do that. And so really quickly before I go to the hill giants, I did unlock this resource dungeon, which will give me 1,000 dungeoneering XP. So that put me up to level 17. That unlocks the other resource dungeon, which is actually it's in the Dwarven Mine. So that would be a really great spot to mine in the future. And so this task has gone really well. We're just about to hit level 16 Slayer, which will probably be the last Slayer level of the task. But we went from level, I believe, 2 to level 16 Slayer. So great task. I'm gonna go get another one. Just train up my combat through Slayer now. That's gonna be my main plan next week, because we are gonna be getting basically a plus 50% accuracy bonus for all styles, and that's starting next week. But it is good just to get a bit of a head start this week. And I just completed Priest of Peril, so this is going to let me go to Canvas, where I can actually use the new Slayer Master. So I'll be able to get some better tasks, and I think it should really help. And so there we go, we unlocked the Canvas Lodestone, and it's time to get a Slayer task with this Slayer Master. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we got a Grot Worm task. This one does scale, so we'll be able to do it for sure. And we got 77 of them to kill. Pretty big milestone there, level 40 defense. And so now we should be able to switch our Challenger armor up to level 40. so that should be quite helpful. Also, I noticed that these level 63 grot worms are a bit tough to kill, so we might end up switching to the young grot worms out here. And so I just completed that grot worm task. Got some pretty decent loot, especially from the higher level ones that I did kill. Let's see what we get for our next task. Ice Warriors. That's actually a really good one. I think those are right around my level, so I should be able to handle those really well. And so here we go. This is our last kill of the Slayer task. And another Slayer task completed, and we got the level up. So I did collect, a little bit of loot that will be used later. Got a bit of maple logs and some alkables that I'll be able to alk when I do get 55 magic. So in the meantime, I think I might be done for the night, but I do have a plan for tomorrow. Just while I AFK, I do want to AFK archaeology a fair bit. So that is one of my plans, and I'm really enjoying the low level Slayer, so I'm going to keep on doing that when I do have some time as well. Hey guys, so it's been a little bit since I last recorded a clip. I AFK'd a bit over the past day or two. As you can see, I got 30 archaeology, so that was one skill that I was AFKing a lot. I also did a few more Slayer tasks and trained magic a little bit. So up to 36 Slayer, I can now do smoking kills, and I did complete the beginner Lumbridge tasks as well. So we got some nice rewards from that, and of course you get a lot of the progress points, the Fresh Start World progress points for completing just any task. So the achievement diaries, they're actually kind of useful because you'll get those progress points which will help you unlock the other boons. Now I did log out last night. I did unlock a pretty important upgrade, and I just wanted to wait until today to claim it on while I was recording. We got the boon of Artisan. So 10% chance to save resources when training construction, crafting, fire making, and fletching. And you get a 10% chance to produce double items when training cooking, herb lore, and rune crafting. Also, it helps when you're training smithing as well. So this basically just helps a ton of skills, so it is a huge unlock. There is actually a level 2, which can be unlocked at 14,000 progress points, and it just makes it so it's all 20% boosts. So those are all really good. I do have some items that I haven't collected either. Again, I was waiting to collect those. I will claim these, and I'll probably use those skilling dummies, and I may as well get this one as well. So we're progressing pretty well. Boon of Banking is next. I'm going to be doing just some monthly D&Ds. I did actually unlock the Tutorial Island Oyster, so that's one that I will do first. And I'll also do Herbie Werby. I did both of them before the reset, so I did it in September, and I'm going to do my October monthly D&D now. Alright, let's see what we get from the Clue Scroll rewards from the Oyster. 164k. We got a magic composite bow, which actually might be useful. I could use that at level 50 range, so that's interesting. And the rest isn't super great. The nice thing about the Giant Oyster D&D is you get a ton of fishing XP, especially at high levels, so this is going to really help just training fishing, I guess once per month. You can also get a little bit of farming XP as well. And so it looks like I was mistaken. Herbie Werby's actually a weekly D&D, so that's even better. It resets every Wednesday, so I will be doing it again in a few days. But aside from that, this is going to be the end of the first episode. Of course, we started off the account and got some pretty decent stats. We're 850 total level with 41 quest points. Week 2 of the Fresh Start Worlds is actually going to provide a 50% accuracy boost to all combat, so that's going to be really helpful. The plan in week 2 is to do a lot of Slayer and train out my combat. So anyway, stay tuned for episode 2.